Greetings everyone, this is Jed, and in this video I'll be speaking about bioenergy and mind-body health, cellular health, so our well-being and how it depends on this biological energy or life force. So if we think about energy, the concept of energy in science, energy is understood as something that can be used to do work, to accomplish something, to facilitate whatever function is needed. So in mechanical things, you have electricity, and electricity is a form of energy. So that electricity empowers the mechanical device to function. With our human bodies, we don't have regular electricity, although our body is in a sense electromagnetic, but the source of the energy comes from our life force, which is ultimately a spiritual source of energy. So that life force is flowing through our body, and you could think of it in some ways analogous to an electrical power system. So you have the aura or biofield, which is kind of like the energy source or power plant. Then you have the chakras, the major energy centers or transformers that allow that powerful spiritual energy to be transformed into a form of energy that the physical body can use. And then when it comes into the body, it runs through circuits. And in the Chinese medicine system, they've mapped out this main circuits, which are referred to as meridians. And that's what acupuncturists focus on a lot. They'll put some form of stimulus, a needle or some other type of pressure or energy on points along those meridians to help regulate the flow of energy, to in a sense help rebalance things, since our health and well-being really depend on a balanced flow of energy through that system. So that brings us back to this concept of bioenergy, bio meaning life and energy, so it's the life energy, the energy that gives life to an organism. And if there's an inadequate flow of energy or an excess of energy, that can disrupt the functioning. So if there's a lack of energy, then the cells in your body are not able to accomplish the things that they need to. If there's an excess of energy, it can create, in a sense, overstimulation or overaction or overreaction. So we can't stay too long in either extreme. Things need to come back toward a balance in order to sustain our health and well-being. If you think about the cells in your body, they have particular tasks to accomplish. The cells need to receive and take in nourishment, and they need to clear out toxins and waste. So from moment to moment, they're constantly doing both of those to maintain their integrity, their equilibrium in a sense. And each particular cell in your body has certain functions that it's programmed to carry out to sustain the well-being of the whole organism. So you have cells for each organ, each tissue, and so on. And each cell has the information or programming that it needs to carry out its functioning. And we don't have to consciously think about that. As long as that cell has enough energy to function, it's going to be able to carry out those particular programs or functions. So it's a really amazing wonderful system that life presents, and it's beyond our conscious mind's ability in a way to comprehend and think about all of that. It's operating on a much deeper level. So it's that energy flow and the information that's being activated by that energy that really sustains our physical health, our life, our well-being as a human being. A variety of factors can affect the state of that energy flow or energy pulsation. Some of those factors have to do with our environment. So it could be physical injuries that can affect it. It could be your level of exercise or physical activity. It could be chemicals in the environment. It could be other energy fields in your environment. It could be sound. It could be color and light. And it can also be our thoughts and feelings. So the psychological factors are driving energy fields and energy flows. If you're in a very angry emotional state, it kind of charges up your energy, so you get this kind of rush of adrenaline, and that's stimulating the energy flow emotionally, and then biologically your body is producing those hormones to give it the ability to do extra work at that particular time. And if you sustain that state for too long, you might get drained. It might kind of burn out your biological cells and wear out the circuitry in a sense until you can refresh it. So our emotions are very powerful, and they have a great effect on our body. Those who practice different forms of mind-body medicine are working with that understanding that the mind and emotions are having a great impact, a great effect on the physical body, and our physical health issues are very much correlated with and connected to different patterns that are present in our consciousness. There are entire systems of healing. You could refer to them as psychosomatic medicine, mind-body medicine, or even metaphysical medicine. They tend to look at ways of mapping out the connections between different emotions, different thoughts and beliefs, and specific conditions, medical conditions or psychological conditions, and parts of our physical body. So there is some form of meaning or functional mechanism present throughout your body. Your hands have a particular role and function. Your nose, your teeth, your feet, your liver, your intestines, etc. So everything relates to some aspect of our consciousness, and when there's some type of imbalance or distortion in the consciousness, it's likely at some point to get reflected in the physical body and the physical functioning. So you can think of the way that gets created or manifested as a combination of impact on the energy flow as well as the information or programming that the body is reflecting. So your body is very much a reflection of subconscious parts or aspects of the mind. And this is very important to consider when we're pursuing any type of healing work. If we were to only look at symptoms on a physical and biochemical level, only attempting to treat it on that level with things like medications and diet and nutrients and herbs, we might not get the full type of healing that we're seeking. because the actual causes of a particular issue may lie deeper in our field of consciousness, in that energy system that includes the aura, the chakras, and the meridians. So to get more lasting and deeper results, in a sense, we really want to consider working on those energetic levels and the psychological and spiritual levels that are really reflected by the energy flow and energy circuits. So I encourage each of you to explore these topics further. You can learn more about energy healing and mind-body medicine through some of the resources on my website, phinsights.com. That's phinsights.com. You'll find a particular section on that site which is all about links and resources. So on that page you'll see various websites and books and information you can explore to learn more about energy healing and mind-body medicine. And for those that are interested in healing services and therapies and sessions for yourself, you can look on the services section of the website, and especially on the page regarding reiki, which is one of the main forms of energy healing that I provide. I appreciate each of you for taking this short period of time to watch this video, to learn more about holistic medicine and holistic health. For now, I'd like to wish everyone a wonderful day. Namaste.